My latest addition to the collection, Spyderco Endura FFG blue handle. Absolutely beautiful. I picked this up this afternoon because I don't know what's going on lately in Vancouver, but there seems to be a lot of knives on sale lately. So I picked it up for 59 bucks. So I thought that was just a smoking deal, and I've wanted this knife for a long time. It is kind of a duplication for my collection in a sense. I do already have a Delica, and I have a Bird Cara 2, which is basically the same knife as this, except it's made in China and it's got a HCR13 MOV blade instead of VG10. But anyways, anyone who likes knives and likes Spyderco simply must own an Endura at some point in time. So anyways, it's time to make dinner, so I just thought I would see how it did on some food prep. I've got an onion here and a green pepper to cut up, so let's give it a try. So while I'm doing this, I'll just talk a little bit about why I like Enduras. And this is my first, so it's going to be based mostly on just what I know about the design. But I just think the first thing about this knife to think about is just how beautiful it really is. And I know that that shouldn't be our, primary motivation in buying a blade, but if we own more than one knife, then our motivations for buying knives change. We start buying them for other reasons than, oh, I need to cut up some carpet or something. We've owned more than one knife, we know what we like, we're trying new things, experimenting. So anyways, it gets kind of boring just having knives with black handles all the time. So having something like this, I don't know why more manufacturers don't do it, but this knife comes in a whole bunch of different colorations. I've got the same thing with the Delicas. I've got a Delica that's a green handle, and I think it's pretty nice. Green's my favorite color. And I had a hard time picking actually, but they also come in brown and gray, in purple, orange, and just this year they've started doing it in black as well, which sort of goes back to the original way that the Enduras and Delicas came. So yeah, it's if you got a favorite color and it happens to be one of those, that's awesome. And you got something for the ladies. You got a purple, which is cool, because I know that there are women in the knife community that enjoy blades. So why not make something for them, or just dudes that like purple as well, right? So I think that the personalization is really amazing. That's something that's really missing in the knife world, honestly. The second thing is just the blade shape is beautiful. It's the FFG. I think it's around 4 inches. VG10 steel, which is really, really amazing in my experience. It holds its edge quite a very, very, very long time. Sort of on the level of S30V, I want to say. Maybe not quite as well or whatever, but it feels more like something in between S30V and the HCR13 MOV. So if you're looking for something a bit better than a Tenacious, then go for the VG10. If you're looking for something premium, try going for maybe like a Paramilitary or a Sage or something like that. So anyways, that's the steel. The other thing to notice really is the weight of the knife is truly, truly outstanding. I believe it's like 3.4 ounces or something like that. Just slightly heavier than the Delica, which I think, oh no, the Delica is like 2.5 or something, but for like a 4-inch blade, having that that weight is really, really reasonable. You really can't beat it at all. And I've started to appreciate the weight issue much more as I've gone in my knife collecting journey. Because, the big knives, the heavy knives, they look cool, and when you pick them up in the store or you see them on a camera somewhere or whatever, you think, oh wow, that's badass, I want one of those. And they are cool to have like at home, like playing with them in front of your computer or like sitting on the sofa or whatever. But the fact is, if you feel it in your pocket and it's banging around in there, it's like you're not going to want to carry that. It's going to get left at home and you're going to go back to something that's easier to carry, like an Endura or a Delica. The reason I don't carry the Delica that much, although I do carry it, is I kind of like a larger blade size for my EDC, and it's I know it's probably going to sound picky, but because you can't have everything. But I like to have a longer blade, and because it gives you that sort of emergency tactical use if that situation does come along. I don't think you could really push a Delica into that role, but an Endura you definitely could. So it's like I like the longer blade, something over 3 inches for sure, and I like it to be light. That 4-ounce mark I think is a reasonable one that everyone talks about. And if you can get something lighter than that, but it's also strong, that's just outstanding. And as you can see, this knife is kicking butt right now. I really didn't think it was going to do this well. Like, here's the knife that I normally use for my kitchen tasks. It's just a store brand, you know, partially, you know, like it has serrations on it, but I don't know what you call it. Anyway, it's just a kitchen knife. But I mean, the blade is a hell of a lot longer than this, and this is doing a really good job. So I'm very impressed, actually. It just really speaks to the merits of the FFG grind. I like it because aesthetically it's simple and clean and plain. No funny stuff going on, and no serrations in there to screw up the design. Just nice and simple, and yeah, it cuts like crazy. Whatever you want to do with it. You want to cut up some cardboard, zip ties, rope, you know, green peppers, whatever. It's all good. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to cut for dinner tonight. I'm making some pasta with some you know, some beef and some vegetables and all that good stuff. So on to the rest of the recipe, but that does not involve the Endura. Anyways, it cuts awesome. Pick one up if you're on the fence. Just go for it. Thanks for watching.